When I counsel married couples, there's, I would say more than half of the times, it's been with a second marriage, or there's complications due to a previous marriage in one of the partner's lives. And no matter who you are, when you go into marriage, there is a certain amount of blindness about it. You're excited, you love this person, and you believe that you can overcome and get through most things, anything, if the two of you are together. However, in a second marriage, statistically, we're still seeing that those marriages are more fragile, more likely to have conflict, and more likely to basically disintegrate or divorce. I think part of that reason is because partners aren't really done with the old business. Everything is not resolved in their mind, and they've kind of glossed over some of the issues before they decide to get married. Everybody takes their past baggage into their life, their present life. We all do that. But if there was a first marriage or two other marriages, when you go into a second or third marriage, you're basically taking that story with you, partially, not all of it. But the part you're going to take are if there were children, if there's an ex, and what that relationship was like and what that's like now in the present. So if you consider that women initiate more of the divorces than guys do, I think for the second marriage, I want to focus on the second wife. And the second wife syndrome is real. I mean, basically, they can overlook the finances, they can try to get along with the in-laws, they can try to make nice with the other family members, but there's always this feeling underneath, like my partner gives too much attention to their previous marriage. And if you can't talk about that, or you feel possessive of that, you need all of that, this might be a first marriage for you, that's really difficult to maneuver. But let's talk about the mindset, what it feels like. So those of you watching this video, if you are a second wife, you will be able to relate and say, yeah, maybe the way I'm talking about how to cope will help me. Okay, you might constantly feel that your partner knowingly or unknowingly puts his previous family first. You get insecure and offended as you feel that everything your spouse does revolves around the ex and those kids. You find yourself constantly comparing yourself with his ex-wife. You feel the need to establish more control over the decisions your partner makes. And this is especially with finances, with time spent with the other family, maybe with what he does as far as helping the ex. All of these situations, you want to have a fair say. Maybe you feel like his family doesn't treat you as equal, that they still prefer the first wife or however many wives he had. And this brings you a great sense of like sadness or resentfulness or frustration, because you start feeling more and more insecure in this relationship. You feel stuck and you feel like you don't belong in this marriage. You're not sure where you belong. There are things you can do, because I'm telling you, most of the time what people do is they complain to their partner. And I don't necessarily think that is the best thing to do. So the first thing is keep open and honest communication with your partner. Tell them, share with them. It's better if you give an example and if you can stay as calm as possible, because when you get emotional and you start crying, what you're doing is you're telling your partner, okay, I have to get more secretive if I'm going to help my ex or if I'm going to give money. And you're going to push him further away, and that's not what you want to do. It's a marriage. You want to work with him, so whatever he feels strongly about, you can be with him on that decision. Concentrate on building a strong, healthy bond with your partner. Make new memories together. Yes, he can spend time with his kids. He should. You ultimately want him to, but you want to create memories with him too. So planning things and taking that over, like, are you okay with doing this? Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's focused on trying to get through this next season of letting go of his ex. Then it's important that you focus on what you can do together now. It can be a simple thing. Let's just start a tradition where Mondays are meatless and we go out to eat at a meatless restaurant or something like that. It's going to help restore a new ritual and memory. Next, get clear boundaries with your partner about what they want you to do, what they think is important for your marriage as far as letting other people in. Is the ex allowed to come in when she drops off the kids? Or, on holidays, do you get her a gift? What about on Mother's Day? Do the kids get her a gift? Do you take the kids shopping? Things like this keep coming up and they cause a wedge in the relationship if you don't talk about it openly and work to set these boundaries together. Prioritize self-care. Remember, it's a false or an unrealistic expectation to expect him to take care of your well-being. You need to go to the gym. You need to work out. You need to eat healthy. These are things you do for you. He doesn't have to do for you. He doesn't have to make sure the refrigerator is full or the pantry is full. This can be, if it's your self-care, then you make sure you advocate for it and you take control of taking care of you. It's nice if you extend that and you ask him what he likes and you try to keep him healthy too. But once again, self-care, we must be responsible for our own. And understand that blending families is difficult. I don't care who you are going to have a difficult time blending a family. You can be a therapist, you can be a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, whatever. It's tough. It's hard work. It takes a lot of forgiveness, a lot of patience, and it's a work in progress. When you do well, when he does well with you and together you feel like, oh my God, we accomplished this, for goodness sake, celebrate it. Celebrating it bonds the relationship and helps build on what's already strong. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.